What's going on, guys? Welcome to another Dutch auction. First off the line, 2022 Panini One NFL trading card box. We're 1 minute in. $1,200 is the starting point. What's up, guys? Logan D. The bottom out price is $400, right? Real close to where pre-orders are going for the regular hobby box. Last year, I don't think they had a box last year. First off the line, I want to say this. I want to say this is the first year. Off the line, Panini One. We're looking at, if we look at $400, round 4. So they got it priced pretty well. Let's see here. And they had what, basketball first off the line, 21, 22. But yeah, I don't think. So $400 on eBay. Definitely gonna try to get one of these. Yeah, if it gets to that bottom out price. Now, Purdy's not supposed to be in the set. I don't think there's a checklist yet, but he's not. There's no checklist here. Let me see if Beckett has one yet. That's the one thing that's kind of, if you know Purdy, is it worth going for? Is it not worth going for? Of course, if you get it at the right price, if you can get it for what a regular hobby box is going for, then why not? You get one card, so go big or go home with these. So let's see. I don't think no checklist is ridiculous, right? We really want to see how many, even if the top guys are in it, how many autos are. Is it going to be just a certain amount of rookies? Is it vet heavy? How many autos does Pickett have? You know, we want to see how many cards can we make our money back or to make a profit. So no checklist. I mean, cool looking cards. Now, here you're getting, I'll read this here, 1 card per box, 1 Fractal Patch brand logo or NFL Shield auto card enclosed in a 1-touch. So you're getting one, something like this. What does it say? But yeah, it would be nice to have the checklist to see exactly what we are going for rather than guessing, so we know exactly. 20 boxes per case, so you can buy 20 at a time. So I think this does get down in the 5s. I think around 5 we'll probably be seeing kind of the same thing as yesterday. I think with these, I think some people will be turned off without the Purdy, no checklist. You're only getting 1 card. Some might say, man, it's a little bit expensive. I wouldn't want to pay more than $400. Right. Nope on this box, cleaned out. Yeah, it's tough. I mean, cool looking cards. Go big or go home with these type of products. Now, with the Fractal Patch logo or NFL Shield, what are those number 2? Are those under 50 or is it going to be 99? Like what are those going to be numbered to? On the high side, and how many rookies could you hit just based on the high side of rookies? Is there going to be like 50 rookies? Like how many of those would get you to $400? And of course, tax, right? I don't think it gets to 4, so It should be like this right here. This should be a fractal patch. And then we got the logo. And Surge is what? That's their big hunt for the SSP insert Surge. Let's see, and just only found in first offline boxes. Chase the rookie fractal patch auto featuring hottest rookies from the 22 draft class. Hunt for the SSP insert Surge. So I wonder if you did get the Surge, would you be getting this plus if you did hit the case hit, or would you just be getting that card? Holding the line, Ziggy. I love it. I love it. Let's see. It says, here it says look for one patch brand logo shield autograph card enclosed. There's not a lot of info on this, so that's where we're kind of guessing on some of this stuff. I think you're supposed to get auto in it, but what if you did get this card? Would you still get an auto, or would you get 2 cards? Because you're only supposed to get 1 card per box. A big gamble, right? But there's a lot of questions, and I was maybe yesterday. I was trying to search the internet. I was talking to some buddies, like, are these numbered to 50? We were kind of calculating it out, like how many boxes are there going to be. Sell out like 7. It's like if it sells out at 7, that has, yeah, that's just too high. Too high. Let's go big or go home. And if one of the top players are not in it, that's tough as well. That takes, even though, you know, I mean, you need Purdy and Pickett in this stuff for it to make sense. And of course, depending on what you are doing with it, I would be scared opening this up, even at $400. Not seeing the checklist. I don't know. Yeah, even at 3, I'd probably be scared to open it. Almost feels like dead money. Of course, you hit something big, you'd be okay, but are you going to hit something big? We are going down. This is just like yesterday's Dutch auction. Starting out price $1,200, bottom out price $400. So we're looking at $33.33. So every 3 levels or 15 minutes is $100. So that's something else to think about. But yeah, probably a little bit too high. We got the regular hobby boxes around 4 on the low end. Did they have it for 3? Man, they had a good deal. 3. So you could have got this stuff at 3, but here you're getting, let's see here, 1 auto card encased per box, but you're not guaranteed those patches. We'll be going down another level change here. We do got, if this isn't for you, we do have Photogenic next, or tomorrow, excuse me, and First Off the Line Chronicles NFL is coming out next week. So if this isn't for you, guess what? Guess what? We got more stuff on the horizon. Let's see here. We'll go First Off the Line first. Go check this out. First Off the Line 2023 Panini Chronicles Draft Picks Collegiate Football Trading Card Box. 8 cards per pack, 6 packs per box. Look for 3 autos, 1 mem, 2 spectra inserts, 1 exclusive cracked ice parallel number to 11 or less, and 12 additional parallels. 1 silver per box. Let's see here. So this is what the cracked dice will probably look like right there. There we go. Getting this new quarterback class coming in. Bryce Young, I love it. I love it. I don't know what these are going for. Good. Waiting on next week. Right, right. How much are these going for? Let's check it out. For the regular hobby boxes. We got 175. That's a pack. There is 23. 165, so about 175. We're looking at 150 right here. So I wonder what these will be. I bet the bottom out will be about 200 on these, since we don't have a price set on these. And photogenic tomorrow. So I think some of us are probably saving our money for tomorrow. I think there's probably, well, there's just too many questions, as Logan was saying. You buy probably a couple boxes, or maybe 2 or 3 boxes of photogenic for 1 box of Panini One. Let's go. Let's see those. That's the online exclusive, so it's not a first off the line, but you won't be able to get these. There's no pre-orders for these. Now, of course, we'll see these on the secondary market once it sells out. 22-23 Panini photogenic. Now these got down to $100 last year, and they exploded. You could sell these between like $400 and $600 on eBay. They're still like, you know, listed for like $500, $600. The floor price doubled, so we're looking at 200. But with the hype, we'll probably see this in between like 3 and 2, I would think. You know, it kind of gets a little scary if it gets up to, and in the 3s, I think. But, you know, who knows? Just stuff has been selling out high lately. Let's check the cards out. And this is the card, or the insert that you want to hit. These shoe inserts right here. Sometimes we do. If someone wants to do the math, put it in the chat for box counts. There's not a lot of information on here. You know, we were kind of calculating out, is it going to be numbered at 50 or less, or is it 99 or less? Kind of going off of, because in here you can get, let's see, base versions are numbered to 199 or less. So is it going to be less than that because it's first off the line? Let me see, go to parallels. But good question, because if we do know that, we can see how limited these are. Could be very right, because that's another point. Not knowing the checklist. Yeah, we were just. I was talking with some buddies, and we were just like, well, what if they were numbered to 50? How many rookies are going to be in there? But that's just, you know, just speculating. Like, so we're just trying to think, like, where does this make sense? I think right now it's a pass. You probably, this is more like a, you know, if you're a breaker. If you're just buying it just to buy it, I don't know. Even at 400, it's kind of like, Which box? Which box? Panini? Like this box here, the bottom amount is 400. This one's gonna be tough because if there's no Purdy in it, I think we probably could see the same thing get in the fours, around that $500 mark. I wouldn't be surprised if it did sell out high, but I wouldn't be surprised if it did hit 400 or not. I could definitely see that. We got photogenic tomorrow. The people, who bought heavy and select, they'll be able to buy heavy here as well. Right. Yeah, that's where you were seeing a lot of these Dutch auctions selling out for a lot higher than is expected. Now, it's not always, it could just be one buyer or one retailer, where they're buying out at a certain price, where they're just saying, hey, I want to buy the rest. Yeah, like it almost has to go to 400 to make sense. But even then, I don't. It's going to be tough. There's not a lot of information on this. Now, if you have the clientele and you're breaking a bigger breaker, you're definitely going to see this, and you'll be able to buy cases of this because you're going to have clientele to buy it. You're in at 450, so you're looking at going down $33. So you have to either buy at 466 or 433. 450 would be right in the middle, but will it get to 433? Because we'll know at 400 that's the bottom out price, right? So do you press your luck to 433 or do you start buying at 466? In this box here, you're getting one card. So this is go big or go home. You're getting one card, and you're going to be getting one of these. And this is the SP right here. So anyway, to add a new credit card, the best way to do that would be to buy a pack of NFT pack for, I think they're like $10. Then you don't got to pay shipping. You could go a Panini Instant. Those are going to charge you $10 plus $10 shipping on top of it, so it comes out to $20. So if you do need to add, you can always wait until you get to whatever level and add a card if you want to chance it. The best way is just go buy an NFT pack, and it should save. Yeah, these. Yeah, it definitely has to be in the fours if you are looking to buy these. And of course, it all depends on what you're trying to do with it. Are you ripping, flipping, breaking, or holding the product? If you just want to rip and you're just like, I really want this, maybe you're okay buying a little bit higher. If you're trying to flip it or break it, those you're going to need to make some margins. So you want to be close to that bottom out price of where everyone else is, where it sells out at, or it's going to be hard to make that money. Holding, if you're holding it, that's another thing. It does, like, you could probably buy a little bit higher if you're like, I'm just gonna hold on to this box. Yeah, I mean that is a good point. Is that these Dutch auctions have been selling out high. Football's been selling out high, and uh, and you can't, you know, it's tough because you can't always trust what everyone's going to do because people change their mind. Either the big sometimes it's not breakers, it's the big retailers that can just say, I want to buy all of them at this price. So we can all be waiting, and then the retailer just goes, I'm going to buy them all, and they don't have to go through this Dutch auction. They make a phone call, or they already made a phone call saying, I want it at this price. They don't have to go through the site. They're going to say, hey, I want 50 cases at this amount. If it gets there, I'll buy all of them. So that's probably when we say it gets pulled, when we think, man, there's no volume, no one's buying anything. That's probably what happens. Instead of Panini just pulling it, they're selling it to these bigger retailers, because that's probably the bigger thing that we have to worry about. It just gets pulled when we're like, dude, it's not even, no one's buying. And usually we can kind of feel in here, you know, a lot of times there's enough people in here, we see where we want to buy, where people start buying, and there's all different, you know, some people buying one, some are big breakers in here, some are just straight flippers, some are ripping. Yeah. This week, that's the other thing is, like, we've been getting one, we had what, select football, you had the optic premium sets, basketball. Like, we've had a lot of Dutch auctions in the last couple of weeks, and you know, people have went all in. So that's another thing to look at. Who has the budget? Who has the cash flow? The bigger guys are going to be able to buy more of this at higher prices, and a lot of times it prices people out. And then it's like, does it make sense, or does it make sense just go with a regular hobby box? We're at 1,066 and 67 cents. I mean, if it does hit floor or 450, you know, that's where we want it. You know, if you are buying that, that important number is that 500 number. If we can cross that, which I think it can, and then we got to look at 466 is probably, if you really wanted it, because 450, there is no 450. It's going to be either 466 and 433. And at 433, you're looking at, there's only one more level drop. So the action's going to be, if it does hit the fours, it's going to be in between there. We're at $1,033.33 for first off the line 22 Panini One NFL trading card box. One card per box. That, hey man, that's I'm not disagreeing with you. You can put whatever you right, yeah. This one here, it's with one card. This is something that your average buyer is probably not buying. This is more of a breaker product. A lot of people aren't going to touch this. Not having a checklist, only having one card, no Purdy in the set. There's a lot of things why people wouldn't want to buy it, and one card for $400. A lot of, I like opening a box that has 12 packs, 18 packs in it. Let me slowly burn through and go through that pain slowly instead of just that ripping off that band-aid. Right, yeah. Well, I think at the end of the day, if all of us are trying to make money, if you're flipping, if you're breaking, and finding that prices, sometimes things do sell. Like, you just have to be like, sometimes they do sell out high, and they have been selling out high, and you just gotta, like, if you like it at 466, do you like it at 533? Are you cost averaging down? Or are you putting all your eggs in one basket and saying, hey, I'm going to wait till 433 and it sells out, and then you can't make any profit? So those are things that you have to think about. Is this something that you just have to get? Is it like, I have to get this product, or is there better products out there to spend your money on? Right, yeah. If it's, yeah, there. Yeah, not having Purdy, it really knocks it down. Uh, Now there's only one big quarterback, Pickett. I mean, just that alone, it's like, I don't want to touch this. This is, even at bottom out, it doesn't make sense. Now, can you make some money if it did go to 400? Of course you can. All right, we're gonna be going down another. We're gonna be 30 minutes in. This is a 2-hour Dutch auction. If it does hit that 400 price range, we're gonna be at $1,000. This Dutch auction here, they probably could cut it in half. Yeah, around like 450, 400. It's gonna sell over 5. Yeah, probably people will start buying in the 5s, and that's the thing, is because that a crucial number is that 500 mark. Now, all of us are thinking that it's going to get in the 4s with all the information we have, but that doesn't mean it's gonna, right? FOMO, someone could buy it all. So if you like it at 466, do you like it at 5? Do you like it at 533? Because you're looking at 566 to 533. That's only 2 levels. It's $66. So it seems like a big difference, but if you like it there, are you cost averaging at 5? Are you starting to buy there? Are you starting to buy at 533 and buying more and more and average your cost average as you go down? We're at $1,000. Won't go under 5 or 6. Buy one at 460, set buy a 9 at the bottom. Won't go under 5 or 6. Yeah, no Purdy. I mean, that's the biggest spot, right? I mean, it's even with the Steelers, but I mean that's a big, like, that just means that San Francisco 49ers spot's not worth anything and Purdy's not in there. That's a big swing right there. We'll see in the end. At the end of the day, we have to buy where it makes sense for us, where we're comfortable at. You know, if you do like it, if you think it's going to sell out in the fives, then you probably want to start buying there. Now, maybe you think it's going to sell out in the fives, but you don't see value in that and you want it in the fours. That's okay too. You know, where you're like, hey, I think it's going to sell out higher, but I like it at 433, or I like it at 4. If it doesn't get there, then you don't have to buy. It's always good to have your goals or your plan in place before these Dutch auctions, because all of a sudden you're like, man, why did I buy this high? Why did I even buy this? Or, you know, and it just keeps going down. But that's the cool thing about Dutch auctions. We get to, our money says this is where it's going to sell out. So it will be interesting. And the thing is, between 466 and 566, that's only 3 levels, so it's not that big of a difference if it did go down. So it seems like it's a big difference because it's $100, but it's only 3 levels. Yeah, no Purdy's bad news. That's probably no checklist. It's, come on, where, show us the checklist. Show us how many autos everyone has. Show us what the first off the line stuff is, and then we could be more confident in our buying decisions rather than guessing. We're going to be getting into the 900s. We're still in the first hour. I doubt we're getting any high volume this high up. Hold the line all day. We want to hold the line. FOMO happens to the best of us. Oh, that Brady, that there is the surge. That there is the SSP. And I wonder, if you did hit this, would you still get your in-case card, or would you just hit this? Yeah, we gotta hold the line, work as a team. That's the way to do it, because then we can all make some money. All make a little bit of money. And this is for first off the line, Panini One NFL trading card box. We're at 9.66 and 67 cents, 35 minutes in. This could be a 2-hour. We're definitely going to get to the last 30 minutes. And that's going to be, what, 6 level changes in the last. So where is this going to go? And if you don't like it, we got stuff coming up. We got photogenic tomorrow. it's going to be a little bit more hyped. The price point's a little bit better. You're getting 1 auto, 3 rookies, 3 parallels, and 3 inserts per box on average. Last year these killed it. Selling like 500 or 600. They were only $100 last year. So with the hype, I don't know. I mean, I hope it gets into the 2s here, but I could definitely see it sell out a little above. I think these are going down, what, 17 or 16.66 a level on these. Yeah, Contender's Optic would probably be better than this. And then we got first off the line, Chronicles. We don't got a price point for this. I think the bottom out price is going to be about 200 for these. But it is Chronicles, so I mean it'll be hyped when it releases, but you know, this stuff always dies once the pro uniforms come out. We're at $9.66 and 67 cents. Dang, it's no fun losing money like that. Yeah, breaking those premium sets is a good break because everyone's getting some product. You got all the big. I think that breaking those are better than breaking a hobby box. Of course, there's well, if there's a 1-on-1, if you get guaranteed a 1-on-1 plus the full set numbered, you can't go wrong with that. And then you know people can pick their team. You know they are not gonna go home with 0 cards, and it's a 1-on-1. I mean I'd say yeah, definitely if you have those, do breaks. Right. Good point. Because select draft picks is only like 150, right? Like, I'm just concerned with these going for one. I'm just thinking what Panini might do is put it at 2. I hope it's lower. I hope it's at 150 or lower than that. But as we see, they've been putting that price real close to where like the pre-orders are at or above the pre-orders, especially for football. And with the hype, like I'm like 150 would probably be better, right? Or $100 bottom out price for Chronicles. I definitely agree with that. And then Select, let's see what Select's going for. Let's see, 175. So yeah, very similar. You probably can't get this for a little bit cheaper, but yeah, the bottom out price should be, I would think that it should be 150 or lower on this. But will Panini put it at 2 or 175 with the hype and make us buy high? I hope not. I hope not. Yeah, last year's did. Yeah, still selling high for photogenic. I mean, if we're looking at the bottom out price for those is what, 200. We're going down, I believe, 1667 every level change. So I'd probably say the low threes, maybe break into the 200s. Like I think it needs to be in the 200s for it to make sense. But with the hype of last year, we could definitely see uh, we could see it sell out a little bit higher. Let's see when we can get what 14 boxes per transaction, 14 boxes per case on these. Um, I think we want these in the two, but I think another it's that sweet point that key number is that 300 mark right before it dips to the last 100 into the 200s for these. So I'd say in the two, like 250-ish, in that range. But I still would want it lower than that. But we'll have to see. And this is an online exclusive. We don't have pre-orders to base it off, really basing off of last year's hype of how well it did last year. But that was the first year, so I don't think we're gonna see the same, and everyone knows about it. They see the prices and they're like, man, we want to get some. Panini doubled the price on the bottom end. Hold the line. All day Texas Rips. That's what we need to do. Hold the line on this. We're still a little bit high. We're at, let me refresh this. Are we still in the nines? 933 and 33 cents. Gonna be going down in 2 minutes. Gonna be going down to 900, dropping $33 and 33 cents on these bad boys. The tennis. I think I bought one. I think I did. I bought one tennis, and then today they're doing OTE Sapphire for 49 bucks. I don't know. It kind of takes away if you're gonna do Sapphire for everything. They got what the Thompson brothers in there. That should be top 10 draft picks, but I don't know on the OTE. I want to say I bought, and why I'm saying I'm not sure because I had someone else buy it, so I don't know if I'm pretty sure I bought a box at 60 bucks. Gonna open it. Gonna open it. Yeah, cracking down on shops and online breaks. Like, how is that gonna work? And are they going after, platforms where you can buy and sell wax? They'll make it like if you have to be, if you can't do breaks on eBay anymore, can you use other platforms? You got to be in the store. Like, there's a lot to unpack on that. If that's where they're going, Daniel, with that. It's right, you gotta do it in store. They don't want you selling boxes to other people unless it's in store, like selling at dealer prices or swapping. Like, they want it to be like direct to consumer, whatever the price we're supposed to be paying retail, instead of there's some platforms that you can swap wax, put your price up, you can buy ask, kind of like StockX. How come he's getting it all? It's not. The problem is this stuff is not selling out. And I opened a couple boxes of WWE. I didn't hit a Kaboom. I hit a Roman Reigns Galactic though, so I was happy. I didn't even know I hit it. going through the box, like I don't know any of the new wrestlers. So I'm like, the old wrestlers I know, and then I was like, oh, I hit a galactic, so I'll take it. I'll take it. Bobby the Brain Heenan to 199. I'll take that too. Out for delivery. They're trying to kill, right, Kurt? Like, man, that's tough. Like, how are they gonna? Well, I guess they can just cut you off if they do see that happening, right? If they're the dealer tiller transactions. But that is ridiculous, because what if you need the product, or what if I have the product but I don't need it, but someone else needs it, because you know, especially breakers, if you need something, well, I have to go back to who, you know, and maybe they're like Fanatics will be selling it for way more, and someone just wants to get rid of this, or which that's insane. Like, you're telling me how I have to sell my stuff after I get it? We're at $900 for this bad boy. We're 47 minutes in. 13 minutes, I'll start checking high volume. I doubt we are getting high volume. You want to be logged in. Make sure you got a credit card with money on it. All your stuff saved. If you do need to get put a new credit card, buy a pack NFT for 10 bucks, and you'll be ready to go, ready to lock and loaded. But yeah, it's definitely all these rules that they're trying to put in place. Is the next thing going to be, hey, you have to break on Fanatics Live? eBay's cutting down on breaks. It's making it super tough if you do want to get into the breaking world, or if you are on the breaking world, or just maybe you are a flipper and you know you like to buy sell wax. You know, some people, that's all they do. Didn't know Chronicles Draft was getting first off the line. Right, first off the line treatment. Look at that. It's always pretty to see that first off the line sticker. Got the top QBs in it. This will be hyped. This will definitely be hyped until we see those pro jerseys. Want you to do only online through Fanatics. Right. For Fanatics Live. Then everyone will have to go. Like, how is that going to impact these other platforms, selling platforms? Over to Fanatics, haven't been impressed with whatnot has. Yeah, there's. Yeah, hopefully Fanatics will have some things in place. You know, at the end of the day, buyers gotta, you know, like we can decide with our checkbooks who we break with, and a lot of people just don't do that. I think the majority of people who buy into breaks, they want to get. I mean, some of it's entertainment, but you want to get in breaks that just fill up. You know, even if someone has the best prices, you may not go to their break because it might take 2 weeks for them to fill that break up. And I think there's FOMO involved too. If you're watching a breaker and everyone's buying, and you see a good card, and then all of a sudden, like, I'm gonna buy and do this break. But it's that filling. If your breaks are filling up fast, people are gonna want to jump in because they don't want to wait. Most people don't want to wait a couple hours. Try to optimize the industry, right? Yeah, you know, these, like, what do you do if it's if a breaker constantly does something wrong, or cards are coming up missing, or they're taking cards off the table, there should have to be some kind of like, you shouldn't just keep them on the platform if they keep making mistakes. They should either be suspended, docked. Like, think about this here. You lose a $1,000 card sending it out. Do you think that a breaker is going to do it again if they have to pay for that? Like, there has to be some, like, and if it's the same breaker constantly messing up and there's no consequences, that makes room for people to scam. Makes people say, well, hey, I'm just going to keep this card. I want this card because I'm not going to send it to you. Or, like, that's just crazy. And that's the other thing is, if you go deep into, the first people starting to break and how people are connected, it's a big industry, but it's a small industry. There is, people looking the other way, and, some people get bigger and bigger and they keep doing it, but if they're not going to get in trouble, it gets just brushed under the rug, they're going to keep doing it. Or when they are called out, what happens? Oh, that was a mistake. I found the card. Here, let me send it out. That was my bad. But then you all of a sudden, well, this has happened 2, 3, 4 times and nothing happened except whatnot. Here, I'm going to pay the value of this card. And a lot of times that's really hard to speculate on some of this stuff. Because were you going to grade it? Were you gonna hold on to it? You're like, man, this guy's gonna be rocking in 5 years. You don't have that card. You're just getting X amount. Do a chart, right, yeah, Kurt. Like, probably the most part, people want to, do a good business. You want people to win. I think it's great when you pull a big card. That's free advertisement. You want people to win. Of course, like you're saying, it's those one-offs. But then you see, but yeah, if they could police it better, if they had some kind of like mystery shop where they had people grade, just like when you go into the store, there's mystery shops, and if you fail it, guess what? You got to do some type of training. You get suspended. You don't get to make your money. If there was those kind of things, or hey, 3 strikes you're out, you're not breaking anymore, and you're on the bad break list or whatever, people would probably go, well, I don't want to be on that list. This is how I make a living. I want to stay on this platform. But I think for the most part, people are probably on the up and up, and then the people who try to cut those corners, it's they do it all the time. But if nothing happens to them, that's the tough part. And you got banned from whatnot. See, yeah, and if you are a big breaker with a big following, you're bringing in money for these platforms, are they going to keep that person? And then if that breaker did get banned, what happens? They're going to go break somewhere else and make another platform money. So at the end of the day, you got to look at follow the money, as they always say. We're at 8:33.33, 5 minutes away from the first hour. We're going to be at $800. We'll start checking here in a second. Are completely legit. It's breaking any part of, if you're doing this full time, any part of buying and selling sports cards, first off, it's fun, but it's a grind, and your reputation is everything. So, like, why would you want to risk that? And it looks, it looks, when you see someone break, man, I want to do that. But all the back end stuff you do, and like, there's so much, like, with anything. If you're selling on eBay, if you're flipping, it's fun, but it's a grind and it's a job, and you can't be ripping people off, or people are gonna stop buying from you. And how many times can you do something before people are like, man, I'm not gonna deal with this person anymore. Autos, Chef. Let's see here, and thank you for the $1.99. Those I don't think are autos. There's no autos on there. But if we look right here, I don't see an auto on here. And then we don't have a. If we look right here, where are they? Let's see. That does not. So does have a short print insert set that does not have autos, surge, or standard inserts that come on metal stock. So no autos on these, but these are short prints. Being caught, multiple people stealing cards. Yeah, it's never good to see, especially, if you do buy into this stuff, and you're thinking you're gonna hit, or you do hit something, and you're like, oh my goodness, man. And if you've been supporting a break or buying from it, and something like that happens, it's not good. It's not good at all. And thanks again for the $1.99, Chef. I love it. I love it. I'll drop all the way to 466. We got photogenic tomorrow. That's right. And not getting the auto. Right. Yeah, because I was thinking, would you get this card plus your one card you're supposed to be getting with either your patch, logo, or shield? This is going low. One card, no auto. I'm thinking it probably will. We will have to see if someone hits that, to see how that plays out. It does just say one card per box in these. Yeah, we're probably thinking on the low end here. We are holding out close to that bottom out. I think some might be buying in the 5, start buying. Gonna start checking for high volume alerts here in 2 minutes to see are people going through the buy now button. Now, you don't have to go through the buy now button. You can always go through this this shopping cart up here once you have it. How many you have added here, and if you do go that route, you just got to make sure that the price changes. You can always change the quantity, but if you don't, if you go too quick, what will happen is you might be buying one level up, and that has happened before. You're buying at 466. Wait for the box with the 2 cards. Good point, Logan. Yeah, high volume doesn't necessarily mean that people are buying. It just means people are watching. So if you are getting high volume, that means that there are people that are interested in this. Now, if you're not getting that, you kind of go, we're not getting high volume. Okay. And some of it could just be us actually just, checking. I wonder how many people it takes to go through the buy now button to get high volume. Yeah, I'm getting right in here. No, just like butter at $800. We're an hour away from the bottom out price of $400. Under 5. Yeah, it still costs $867 with tax here, almost 900 bucks there. So there we go. We'll go back here. If you are just joining us, this is first off the line 2022 Panini One NFL trading card box. Starting price $800. $400 is the bottom out price. Pre-orders for regular hobby boxes are going for $425 all the way down to like $4. You could have got a couple weeks ago like $3 to $350 on those. You're back. We gotta hold the line, Ziggy. Hold the line. Hold the line. Hold the line. It's going down $33.33. So it's not a big amount. Every 3 levels is $100 that it'll go down. So that's another thing you gotta think about. If you like it at a certain price, how many levels up or down do you like it at? Where do you start buying? Are you talking about the Wemby tops now throwing out the first pitch? Those have what 20, like probably like, yeah, the relic numbered to 499 or less sold out pretty quick. How many cards were like 100? I actually passed on those. That's like, it's a relic. If you did buy, you can still, because I mean people are hyped with him. If it would have been an auto, I probably would have bought. But you're probably looking at probably like how much would that be? The tops now. Well, you got 2 hours left to actually, if you did want to grab one of those, you do get a chance at a parallel on those. Let's go to tops and check those out. You use your points. Yeah, that's if you have points, use them, because you can only use them with tops now. So let's see. Here we go. So the base is still available. If you got, and you can get parallels 49 or less. Look, so, and you can use up to $40 or 4,000 points. So like I just got, do I have them up here or did I take them downstairs? I might have them. Oh, here they are. Because I bought, let's see, this is Ellie De La Cruz. I bought 20 of it when he hit his first home run, and I actually did get one of the, I got numbered at 25 right there. They actually give you the 20 base cards plus the parallel. There was 18,000 of these bought of this base one right here. So that's a lot when it comes to tops now stuff. But yeah, I was pretty stoked to get a out of 25. I'll take it out of 25, Ellie. Ellie. We're at 8 hundo. We're gonna be dropping in the 700s here. And then we got the draft tonight, so we gotta see, are we gonna see more Victor W on tops? What's Panini gonna do? So there's gonna be some battles there. Yeah, Ellie, and Wasn't he 2 for 4 yesterday? Like, he's just been killing the ball. And he's fast, too. He beat out that... He hit it to the first base, and he beat it out. Like, I mean, the first baseman did have to dive, but you got to be fast if you beat out an infield single hitting it to first base. That's insane. Let's see if we got any. We're at 766 and 67 cents here. Oh, nice, nice. Yeah, yeah. Ellie. All over. Yeah, for $4. Because if you got Tops Now reward points, you know, you can get them for either free or you get them for like $2 a pop. So if you're selling them for like $4 or $5, there's going to be a lot of those. People are going to probably load up on those. However, it's still a cool card, and you might hit a parallel. Exclusive is question. Exclusive, right. I'm not getting any. Well, I didn't get high volume on this last one. Still looking at 830 with tax if you did buy right now. All right, 766. Ellie is the beast. That is right. Offer. Bam. Yeah, photogenic with the price point, the hype from last year. Yeah, these boxes with one card in them. Not everyone is interested in this. I think it's more of probably a breaker product. No checklist, no Purdy. Just saying no Purdy right there, I think most people are like, it's not like you're going to hit a Purdy, but just we want a chance at a Purdy. Is that we want all the players in there. Because once you say no Purdy, you're like, that's gross. I don't want it. One of the Tops draft night. Because I thought it was exclusive. Now I could have. Okay, right. And it was so those top draft autos. I was looking at those, and it has what? Who did it have? It didn't have Richardson, right? It had Will Levis, right? I thought about buying, but I was like, I'm gonna hold off. All right, we're gonna be going down another level. I haven't got high volume yet on this one. We're gonna be 50 minutes. 50 minutes. We're gonna be at 7:33. Ooh, I'm getting high volume, but we're probably just all checking, right? Who's buying at 7:33? This is why we need a stock counter to see who buys. What level does the buying start? I would be really curious how many people just buy right out the gate, not knowing this is a Dutch auction. Still getting high volume. We're at 7:33 and 33 cents. All right, I'm finally getting in. 50 minutes till that bottom out price. 50 minutes. then for Victor, who's gonna have the autos? Is Victor just exclusive with Topps? Are we gonna see an auto with Panini? Because Panini's gonna do some kind of draft, you know, Panini instant cards. All right, so I got in already. Let's see, where did it go? We're at $7.33 and 33 cents here. And we are holding the line. Those who buy, so we can shame them for not holding the line. That would be great. Be like, user, boom, account just bought this many. But back in the day, I don't know when this was, but I've seen pictures where they had a stock number for the first off the line right here. I want to say it was right here, but yeah, somewhere right here where it would show how much stock. I think that would be great if we saw that. It would definitely create FOMO when we're getting down, when we see it just going, just dropping, because people are like, man, I need to buy. Yeah, 600 does seem high. No way. Is it? Did it? No. Did it sell out? It is out of stock at $7.33 and 33 cents. Charles, what happened? Wow, look at this. Who is buying? Where are these guys at? Who bought here? Yeah, 733. The big boys bought. The big boys bought. They said we're gonna buy them all up. Man, we were 300, not even close to 466 or 400. Dang. And we were getting high volume. We're like in this round. This is the first time, so dang. Yeah, for 300, you're right. Yeah, for regular hobby boxes. 733. Guess what? Just means we don't got to make any decisions. There's no FOMO happening at 733. We're looking at $800 out the door for this. Dude, don't care about prices. Someone's like, I'm just gonna buy it all. I'm gonna buy it all. That's crazy, right? I mean, isn't this super high? Right, gonna pull a 101 Purdy with no Purdy in it. Cut production or Panini's creating false demand. I mean, things have been selling out high lately in these Dutch auctions, and we've seen some just weird things that we haven't, like, there hasn't been a trend except things like some of the stuff we just don't know. That's 2020 pricing, right. Man, way too high, crazy. Oh man, so if these, what are we looking at? If these sold out at 733, what are these selling for? 1,000 to like 1,200 bucks on the secondary market, somewhere in there. Breakers maybe in that $1,200 range for one card. So I mean, you almost have to, break multiple of these boxes. So, I mean, that can get to an expensive break per spot, right? It'd be a tough break if you're just opening one card and one person gets it. Going higher than NBA, right? Yeah, yeah. About 1,200, right? These did not sell out, man. It's just high. Did anyone buy at 733? Man, they get 2020 Panini, one for 800. That's right. You might as well just go for that. Dude. Well, it saved us some money for tomorrow. We got photogenic, not even close to in the 400s. It's a mystery, right? It's a just out of the blue, just 733. Like, thinking maybe like in the fives, maybe 5, 6. With pre-orders for the regular hobby box selling for what? 430 is the average. You can get as low as 4. We need full of it. They cut the just drop this right. Charles talking away, and just like that. Charles, what happened? I'd really like to know. Did your guys buy at this high? And that's the thing, is you just never know, because just even one big buyer could just buy it all, because there's not going to be a lot of this. Say, hey, I'll just buy it all. Or a couple big buyers, but it just seems there's been some things that are just like, this doesn't make sense. The only good thing when this stuff sells out high for me is that I don't have to make a decision if I'm on the fence. When stuff gets down, you're like, do I really want to buy this? And you're like, oh, dude, you have to buy it. It's down at the floor. You have to buy. You were in at 525. Yeah, 733. You're looking at $800. $800. So let's see. Is it 14? 14. Was it 14? I said, or 16 in a case. 14 times 800. You're looking at 11,000 for a case. For a Lewis 950. Right. What is that worth? What is that worth? What is that worth? But tomorrow, we got, this is next week, we got Chronicles first off the line for 2023. For next year, with all the quarterbacks, super stoked for next year. Super stoked here. This is next week. We don't have a price on that. And then we have an online exclusive. Yes, we save our money for the next thing. And we got 22-23 Panini Photogenic NBA trading card box online exclusive. So we don't got pre-orders on that. Last year, these did very well. Save some coin. That's right. $600 down to $200. Last year's boxes were still selling for about $5. So there's going to be some hype around these. Of course, we want to get them in the 2s. Does it get there? Is it more like a 350 to 3 on these? But right. Skip the gamble. Yeah, like if you can do it now. Opening boxes are fun. It's gambling. But yeah, go, buy the card, get it graded. Like, that's the way to, maximize your profit. You can definitely get in the whole opening. It's just fun to open stuff. And then when you do hit something big, you're like, man, let me do this again. Let me do this again. Selling those sparkles for 8. Right. Yeah, 733 is high. Or piss Sport cards. Right, no cube. Right. That's $200 card right there. Super, yeah. Yeah, I mean, those, what $375 for those? About double. Yeah, I was thinking maybe they'll probably come down to maybe, what, like around 6-ish, around there. Yeah, those are tough. But tomorrow, Photogenic, same time, same place. I want to say thank you for jumping in, talking shop. We'll do it again. If you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. We do all the first off the line. Hit the like button if you haven't. It's cool to see. It's good for the channel. It's good for the support. But yeah, crazy 733 and 33 cents today. I don't think any of us way too high. But I'll see you guys tomorrow. And yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. You guys all have a good one. Get your money ready for Photogenic. We're Matrix Sports Cards.